do you pray? Your state of mind during the time of prayer matters. Do you have faith enough that God can do it for you? Do you even believe that God is the only one that can turn around that situation? A lot of people pray for formality. A lot of people pray because, oh, I'm a Christian. One of the things I had to do is pray. They don't even believe that their prayers can be answered. For example, look at the apostles in the book of Acts chapter number 12. They were praying that Peter might be released out of prison. But when their prayer were answered, they could not believe it. That means all the while they were praying with unbelieving heart. They were praying without faith. Peter was at the door where they were praying, knocking. And the little girl, Rhoda, went to the door to answer the door. But out of excitement, she could not open the door. She went back and told the disciples, said, Peter was at the door. They told her, they said, you have lost your mind. He said, no, I know whose voice I heard. They said, no, that cannot be Peter. That must be his ghost. In other words, Peter is dead. So why were they praying? Praying without believing, praying without faith. Let me give us an example of prayer that needs faith, that prayer that works with faith. Look at the synagogue leader. The man went to Jesus after the child has passed. But he still believed that Jesus can do something. He went to Jesus and told Jesus that his daughter was dead. Jesus said, okay, let's go to your house. They were going to the synagogue leader's house, and a woman who has been suffering with the issue of blood saw Jesus on the way. She told herself, he said, if only I can touch the hem of his garment, I will be healed. That is the faith that we're talking about. That is believing that we're talking about. And what happened? The moment she got hold of Jesus' clothes, she was healed. Jesus recognized that healing. He turned and said, someone touched me. You can imagine the crowd that was thronging at him, but he still recognized the touch that came with faith. And he said, daughter, you were healed. And this man did not even bother. The synagogue leader didn't even bother. He was happy that another person got a miracle. And that is confirmation that he believed that God is able to raise his child. And when Jesus got to his place, Jesus touched the girl and said, daughter, get up. And that child was raised back to life. Can you call Jesus into that situation? Can you allow Jesus to lay hands on that situation? Can you pray with faith? Can you pray and believe that he's able to do it?